Welcome back to Goodnight Lighthouse. I'm Miss Dorothy and I'm here to read you another story. And I've got a story tonight about a pterodactyl. What's a pterodactyl? That's a flying dinosaur. And this book is called, are you ready for this? Can I bring my pterodactyl to school, Mrs. Johnson? Can I bring my pterodactyl to school, Mrs. Johnson? This is about a little boy who wants to bring his pterodactyl to school. His teacher's name must be Mrs. Johnson, and he keeps asking her, can I bring my pterodactyl to school? What do you think she's going to say? Are pterodactyls allowed at school? I don't know. We're going to have to get into this book and find out what happens. Are you ready to get into this pterodactyl book with Miss Dorothy? Good. I need you to sit up and listen up, because here we go. Can I bring my pterodactyl to school, Mrs. Johnson? Written by Lois G. Grambling, illustrated by Judy Love. Can I bring my pterodactyl to school, Miss Johnson? Can I? Please? He asks as he gets a pterodactyl to try and get on the school bus. If I brought my pterodactyl to school and I was playing on the monkey bars and Butch McGurgle climbed up next to me and threatened to punch my lights out if I didn't give him my dessert at lunch, I wouldn't have to worry, because my pterodactyl would be up there on top of Franklin Elementary watching. Uh-oh. He thinks the pterodactyl's going to protect him from the bully at school. And he'd swoop down fast and grab Butch McGurgle, fly him high into the sky, and drop him kerplunk right in the middle of the preschooler's sandbox. My pterodactyl would be the best playground monitor ever, and Butch McGurgle would never ask for my dessert or anyone else's at lunch again. Can I bring my pterodactyl to school, Miss Johnson? Can I? Please? If I brought my pterodactyl to school and our school band was on the 50-yard line during our homecoming game, playing our school song, Franklin Elementary, we love you, and it started to rain, and our uniforms were beginning to get wet, and the tuba was filling up with water, my pterodactyl could spread his wings wide and cover us all. My pterodactyl would be the biggest supersized umbrella ever. Then we could finish playing all 7 verses of Franklin Elementary, we love you. Can I bring my pterodactyl to school, Miss Johnson? Can I? Please? Well, he's got good uses for that pterodactyl. If I brought my pterodactyl to school and there was a blizzard and our classroom was freezing, even though Franklin Elementary's furnace was working hard, and we were all turning blue with everyone's teeth chattering nonstop, my pterodactyl could wrap his wings around us, all of us, around you too, Miss Johnson. Then we'd be comfy warm. My pterodactyl would be the coziest, snuggliest blanket ever, and we would never have to worry about freezing in a blizzard again. I don't know if that would happen at school, but the pterodactyl could help if it did. Can I bring my pterodactyl to school, Miss Johnson? Can I? Please? If I brought my pterodactyl to school on Valentine's Day, I wouldn't have to make a Valentine for every kid in the class like I have to do now every year. Because I could just get a long piece of white paper and print on it in red paint. And my pterodactyl could fly it over the playground. My pterodactyl would be the highest flying mail carrier ever. And all the kids in the class could look up and read it. It would be the most awesome Valentine in the world. Can I bring my pterodactyl to school, Miss Johnson? Can I? Please? He'd be really helpful on Valentine's Day. If I brought my pterodactyl to school, Mr. Rockbone, our science teacher, wouldn't have to take us on a field trip to the museum to study prehistoric animals like he does now, with all the signs that say, no dogs allowed, no climbing, do not touch, no sneezing, no, no, no. Because my pterodactyl would be Franklin Elementary's very own Jurassic dinosaur exhibit. My pterodactyl would be the most kid-friendly dinosaur ever. And my pterodactyl wouldn't have signs on him saying, do not touch, no climbing. My pterodactyl would like being touched and climbed on. Can I bring my pterodactyl to school, Miss Johnson? Can I? Please? If I brought my pterodactyl to school and our class won the state spelling championship this spring, which we could, maybe, we wouldn't have to drive in the school bus all the way to Washington, D.C. for the finals. That's a lot of traffic. 'Cause my pterodactyl could fly us there. My pterodactyl would make a terrific first ever flying school bus. Then you wouldn't have to worry about any of us, especially me, turning green and getting sick on the school bus. Uh-oh, Miss Johnson's losing her scarf flying on the pterodactyl. Can I bring my pterodactyl to school, Miss Johnson? Can I? Please? If I brought my pterodactyl to school those last days of the school year, right before summer vacation, when our room gets really hot, sticky hot, and we get really smelly, stinky smelly, especially after running on the playground, my pterodactyl could flap his wings fast and be a giant fan. My pterodactyl would be the coolest fan ever, and our room would get so cool, we'd probably have to put on sweaters, maybe even mittens too. Wow, that would be a big fan, because that pterodactyl's got big wings. But Miss Johnson, the most important reason for bringing my pterodactyl to school, the one that counts the most, is that yesterday I got a letter from the Unbelievable But True Fantastic Science Fiction magazine saying I've won second prize in their Win a Prehistoric Animal contest. And second prize is a pterodactyl. I know my mom won't let me keep a pterodactyl in my room unless I'm there. Hey, wait a second. I read this letter wrong. I didn't win second prize. I won first. So if he didn't win a pterodactyl, what did he win? Oh, wow, awesome! Can I bring my woolly mammoth to school, Miss Johnson? Can I? Please? Now he has a woolly mammoth? He thought he won a pterodactyl in the contest and he wanted to bring the pterodactyl to school, but he read it wrong. He won a woolly mammoth and now he wants to bring a woolly mammoth to school. A woolly mammoth is a really, really, really big animal. I don't think they could fit into the school. I wonder what Miss Johnson is going to say. Wow. This one had a lot of imagination to it. That boy was going to take that pterodactyl to school and do everything. I like the part where he was going to go on the field trip and they didn't have to take the bus. They were just going to fly on the pterodactyl. That would be a lot of fun, but I don't know what they're going to do if it's a woolly mammoth. This was a crazy, crazy book, and I really am glad that we read it together. A lot of dinosaurs and great stuff and school, which is great, but school is for tomorrow. Tonight is for bed. I need all my little woolly mammoths to get into bed. I need you to get under your covers, get cuddled up, curled up, ready for a really good night's sleep. And tomorrow, if you're at school and you see a pterodactyl or a woolly mammoth or any kind of dinosaur creature, I don't know what you should do. But I do know that if your teacher tells you to do something, you should obey. And obey right away. And then come back and see Miss Dorothy. I'm going to be sitting right here ready to read another book to you. Bye! Thanks for reading with Miss Dorothy. I hope you enjoyed this book, and I hope you'll come back soon to read another. What's your favorite book? Drop Miss Dorothy a note and let me know. I'll go find it, and I'll read it to you. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share. I'll see you soon.